Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome. If you are new here, this is Tree Cat Tarot. I am Tree Cat, and we mostly do monthly zodiac reads. I do record some pick a cards, but you're going to primarily see the monthly zodiac stuff here. I am a big believer of looking at your sun, moon, and rising to get the most of your reading and your whatever's going on for you personally, because these are all general reads. So if you are a Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, you are in the right place. Today we are going to take a look at some oracle cards just to get some clues and ideas of what February has in store for you. And then we will pull some tarot for your general overview of February, and then we will pull a little bit more tarot for your love and relationships, career and finances, and health and spirituality. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and stick around and I will draw some cards. Jesus Christ. Nah. I feel much more energized with your energy than I did the previous two. And I feel more comfortable being silly. Which is definitely your energy. I've never met a serious Sagittarius. All right, so starting with this card here, connection, card number 7. We are all connected. It shows symbols of Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. That is just kind of an air spirit or an air deity. The purple is really sticking out to me, so maybe some crown chakra work for you. Learning some higher level of interconnectivity. Which is funny because I saw that card for a different sign and that's not how I interpreted it. So maybe during February you are going to be meditating more, or maybe using your dreams or whatever to like connect to your higher self. That's what I'm seeing a lot of, is realizing that there is, more than just this physical body. And maybe you're wanting to explore that at this time, wanting to explore a higher connection, your higher self, get into all that meta and woo woo shit the kids are talking about. And then, so here we have, I need to loosen up and laugh. I can't imagine you needing to loosen up and laugh, but I digress. Blanca put me in a better mood, actually writing down my dreams and goals. So, some scripting. I could see you needing to do some scripting, and that's also very air energy. Writing is considered an air thing to do. Um, so yeah, doing some scripting, making a plan for where you want to be and how you're going to get there. It's still pretty early in the year, so I could see that being something that you were doing at this time. We also have letter and garden. 20 and 27. There's just twos and sevens out here for you, right? So maybe those are special numbers for you this month. It could also be that the 7th, the 20th, and the 27th are all important dates for you in the month of February. The letter talks about a message that comes into you, and garden talks about mostly friends, but I'm also feeling community in general. So you could be getting a message from, I mean, it's kind of normal to get a message from like friends, family, but like it's people that are considered part of your inner community, part of your everyday people. So maybe it is a message from someone in your family or a friend of yours that makes you, what I'm seeing is it's something that is not necessarily, it's not great news. It's not terrible news, but it's not great news. But it's something that lights a fire under your ass a little bit. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So I see a message coming into you, lights a fire under your ass. and you decide to actually start making plans in order to improve your life and move your life forward. With connection here, it could be that maybe you feel like you need a boost from your guides and ancestors. Maybe you want to build a connection with a deity in order to have something higher to believe in. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is essentially the daddy of the zodiac. Sages are considered to be just sort of generally lucky. These are signs that usually land on their feet without a terrible amount of effort if they are not being super stubborn. Sagittariuses tend to easily receive blessings as long as they're allowing themselves to receive it. If they're being resistant, that's a little different. So maybe you want to strengthen that connection so that you can really know what is aligned for you. And maybe you just simply want, like, so maybe someone brings you bad news, but you want to develop a higher level of connection with other people around you who are more of a support system so that you have that network from which you can draw more blessings, right? Because the universe can give to you, but the universe is metaphysical. The universe is made of currents and energy and frequencies. The universe cannot just create the carbon to bring your manifestations into the physical. That's where you have connections, that's where you have a network, that's where you have your own efforts come in. As long as you show the effort to do what it is that needs to be done, the universe is like, cool, I can work with what you are doing and just kind of, breathe a little blessing onto it. So let's go ahead and move towards the tarot and see what else we have here. I'm also just seeing a lot of grass, lots of grass. So maybe you're going to be spending more time outside here in February. It is when it starts to get a little bit warmer, varies a little bit depending on where you live. Also, February is when you start to see the grass pop out through the snow, signs of life. Or taking that more literally, again, you could be spending more time outside. You could be going to the park a little bit more. Maybe you're walking around some trails, getting some fresh air. Maybe you're connecting to spirit in that way. But you could also be going on picnics. This is the first time I've ever looked at this card and thought, picnic basket. Huh. So maybe you're going on picnics. I don't know. Okay, so we have the Two of Earth. We have an earthquake. Not really. We have tree cat knocking shit down. So we have the Two of Earth, which is balance. We have the Six of Earth in reverse, however. So that is lack of reciprocity. And we have the Page of Air. Okay. So I feel like this is because the Page of Air specifically came out, but on the other side of the Six of Earth in reverse. I feel like there is a little bit of a warning here to go ahead and kind of keep your cards to yourself a little bit more. Keep your resources to yourself a little bit more. You are typically a very generous sign, and while that is a beautiful thing, right now, Spirit wants you to be a little bit more selfish. That may be the place from which some of your blessings come to you. It could be that say normally you would take a friend out to lunch like every week or something. And maybe you start asking, like, hey, can we just go Dutch for this month? Or maybe you take them out a little less often or something like that. And it turns into a blessing in disguise because maybe you got an unexpected bill. And now you have the money that you needed that you would have otherwise spent on another person. On the more shadow aspect of how this could be interpreted is maybe there is somebody who you need to pull back your energy from a little bit. The Page of Air does point to a younger or less mature feminine energy and someone who is possibly an air sign, a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. So there's someone that you need to pull back your generosity from, or someone that you need to pull back your energy from. They could be an air sign. If that sounds correct to you, I would say you need to take this advice. Um, the other, like, so maybe the person doesn't have those signs, or maybe you don't know what their signs are. The other way that you would know that they embody this energy is the traits on this card, which is logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. It could be someone with like long, dark, purpley black hair. They don't have to have that. Um, this person also appears to have like more tan skin, softer, fleshier features, eyes that are a little bit more narrow. But yeah, you also see over here, you see this fairy literally carrying resources away from this. And it's because the scales are unbalanced between you and this other person. So be really careful about who you share resources with, who you share information with. Not everyone is going to be appreciative of your energy and what you share with them. Not everyone is going to give back. So let's go ahead and that could be part of like what's putting you in a bad mood is like maybe this is someone you used to share with all the time, like maybe this is an ex. And they're just showing you that you can't do that anymore and it's a fucking bummer. Maybe you need to be writing down your dreams and goals so that you can be reminded of what you could be doing with your time, your energy, and your money instead of sharing it with someone who doesn't reciprocate or appreciate. So let's go ahead and move on to your love and relationships, even though I feel like we just spoke on that. Okay, we have the Five of Fire. Yeah, that makes sense. Coming out with the Three of Earth. So it could be that this is someone that you work with, or maybe you don't work with them in a traditional sense, but this is someone that was part of your team. So maybe someone who was part of your inner circle or an ex. And with the Five of Fire here, yeah, this talks about conflicts, disagreements. Definitely, like if you've been having conflicts or disagreements with someone, this could be the person they're talking about. However, because the Three of Earth is here in the uphand, there is showing here that being willing to have conflicts, being willing to have difficult conversations, it's not going to make things worse. It might in the short term, but in the long term, it's going to make things better. And just the ability to be more clear, the ability to hold boundaries, put your foot down, be very, very clear in what you will and will not accept, being very, very clear in where you end and another person begins. Yeah, because with the Five of Fire, it also talks about competing goals. So it could be that this person here has ulterior motives, and that's why you need to not be so generous with them as what you would normally be or what you used to be. So let's go ahead and move to career and finances and see what we have there. Because, yeah, I feel like we've talked about your love and relationships plenty already. Five of Water in reverse. And we have the Knight of Air. How are you wanting to come out? I'm just going to take it that way. That's how it feels right to me. Okay. So Five of Water in the reverse is you're paying too much attention to things that are not going right when you could. I'm sorry. Five of Water in the reverse is you actually trying to pay more attention to what's going right. Sorry. In the up hand is when you're paying too much attention to the negative. So in the reverse, yeah, you're trying to pay more attention to what's going good and what's going right. With the Knight of Air coming out here in the um, career and finances part, the Knight of Air is the counterpart to the Page of Air. I really feel like this is someone that you used to work with or you do work with that you need to be very careful with. It could be that, or it could simply be someone that you share finances with, that you share money with. You're being asked to not be doing that anymore. That's what I get from this. However, looking at the Knight of Air on his own, this does show that you're in a place that you are thinking positively about money at the very least. You feel good about it. And you're thinking positively, like this brings me back over here to actually writing down my dreams and goals. It could be that having a plan and maybe focusing on your career is part of what keeps you in a positive mood during the month of February. It could be that you plan on making a move in terms of making more money, like maybe you're working towards a promotion or you're going to make a career change. Some of you could just be in school right now and you're just kind of keeping your eye on the prize. However, this is definitely like the thing that I feel like is the focal point of February, which is or the thing keeping you on track. I just heard keeping you on track, which is focusing on what's going good in your job, what's going good in your money. Maybe you play the stocks a little bit. I just heard that. One of you plays the stocks a little bit, and you're thinking about taking on buying another asset. I don't know what the word for that would be. I don't play the stocks. The stocks, I don't play them. Let's see. Also, being able to talk yourself into a position or a promotion, that's something else I see here. Right now, your tongue is really working for you and not in that way. Maybe in that way. I don't know. That's not what we're talking about. But yeah, so go ahead and really focus on improving your financial aspects. That is something that is blessed at this time in the month of February. Let's go ahead and take a look at your health and spirituality. Okay. We have the Four of Fire in the reverse, and we have the King of Water. So, being that you have the King of Water, you are feeling really good emotionally. Whatever's going on here, yeah, something is kind of bumming you out, but it's not having a huge effect on how you feel. You're actually overall feeling very good. It just like the situation where you have to pull back from someone, it just sucks. But you're not miserable about it. However, with the Four of Fire in the reverse, Four of Fire or Four of Wands in the reverse is a lack of celebration and a lack of unity. Um, if this is an ex of yours and you think about getting back together, Spirit wants you to nip that in the bud. thinking about that or thinking about how things used to be or wanting to get back together with a person, that's not going to be conducive to your mental health. You need to nip that as soon as you feel that and as soon as you notice it. The other thing too with the Four of Fire in the health and spirituality aspects, allow this month to be mundane. Allow this month to just be kind of mundane and kind of grindy. Not every single month has to like be a big fantastic party, and this month is not going to be one of them. You're finding that you're going to feel content without constantly, the mundaneness of this month is actually going to be a relief to you. It's actually going to be part of why you feel content. Being able to just chill on the couch and like watch Netflix or watch Hulu or some movies or like play a game or read a book or whatever. That's actually going to bring you a lot of joy at this month. So let yourself melt into doing nothing. Basically, when you're not grinding, just do nothing. So, wow, you are officially the shortest video, Sagittarius. Congratulations. You win a shorter watch period. That's what you win. Um, thank you for coming to your reading. Like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me with the algorithm. Um, go ahead and make sure you check out your other reads, especially since you were the shortest one. You officially have no excuse not to check out the other reads. If you would like more, like if the reads haven't quite given you enough and you're hungry for a little bit more, in the description of every single one of the reads this month, there should be a link to my calendar. You can schedule a reading with me. And if not, I'm just happy to have the energy exchange and have a cool, chill month, Sagittarius. Be good, be safe, and love and light to you. Bye.